A Infiniti G35 just sold for $22,000 in September 2020, and this red G35 just sold for $17,000 5 months ago. So in today's video, we'll talk about why I think Infiniti G35 will be the next car that will go up in price. The Infiniti G35 was originally introduced as Nissan Skyline V35 in Japan. Right after the Nissan Skyline R34 ended the production, the Nissan CEO wanted to make the Nissan Skyline more profitable and worldwide. So they built a brand new generation Skyline V35 in 2002, and the car was exported to North America and Europe market as Infiniti G35. The Skyline V35 and the Infiniti G35 are basically the same car. The Skyline V35 is right-hand drive and built for countries like Japan, New Zealand and Australia, whereas the Infiniti G35 is a left-hand drive model which built for Canada, America and European countries. The Skyline V35 is basically a bigger version of a 350Z as they share the same engine and transmission. Both of the cars use the FM platform, which stands for the front midship chassis. According to the media, just 2 weeks after launch, the total domestic Japanese Skyline orders has already reached 42,000 units. The G35 was Motor Trend's Car of the Year for 2003 and has been well received by both the media and customers. The G35 was also nominated for the North America Car of the Year award that year and was on Car and Driver 10 Best list for 2003 and 2004. With that being said, G35 is pretty much the new Silvia. G35 with a balanced chassis and powerful engine matched with a 6-speed transmission offers the perfect recipe for a street/drift car. Now, before we get into the pricing part, I want to quickly show you guys the production number and the price of the older JDM Legends as a comparison. For example, the R34 and R33 all up had about 28,000 ones built, and the legendary R32 GTR has about 44,000 ones built. And you guys know the price of these GTRs are insane. With the R34 has the least amount of production number, the special edition R34 has reached of the price $360,000 US. And with the GTR R32 goes for around $100,000. And the exact same thing happened on the RX-7 and Toyota Supra as well. The price blow up once in 2014 and again in 2020, which in result, the RX-7 goes for about $50,000 and the Toyota Supra goes for about $80,000. And about 5 years ago, you could get these cars for about a third of the price. But you guys get my point. With examples like that, I could go on and on and on. Basically, the smaller the production number is, indicates the car will worth more. Although there are a lot of left-hand drive model G35, there weren't actually that many Skyline. The right-hand drive V35 were made. As you guys can see, according to the production number, there were only about 13,000 Skyline were made, which include roughly one half being the sunroof model and 557 being the premium 70th edition. And out of the 12,889 were built, only 2,954 were manual. There are 9,935 were automatic, which means only about 23% were manual. Only about 3 years ago, you could pick up the really clean manual example for just under 10 grand. But now, the price of these cars almost pushing $20,000. Even from Japan, at Japanese auction, these cars are selling for around $15,000. Now with the left-hand drive model G35, although there were a lot of G35 made, they are still slowly going up in price because they were cheap, fun, good drift car, so people buy these cars and they just drift them and they crash them, and a lot of G35 are in really rough conditions. With time goes on, the clean low mileage examples will just become more and more hard to find, which in result the G35 would go up in price. If you guys look at the Silvia, older Skyline, this is exactly what happened. Back then those cars were so cheap and they're just good fun drift missiles until a lot of them start getting crashed, abandoned. Then people starting to realize that these cars are more and more rare to find, and then they start going up in price. Buying a clean G35 or V35 Skyline will cost you around $15,000. But at the same time, buying an older Silvia that is non-turbo model and overall in pretty rough condition still costs you $15,000. Think about it, you're getting way better of a car getting a G35 than getting a clapped out Silvia. So to me, it's only a matter of time that these cars will go up in price, just like the Silvia RX-7 Skyline did. So yeah guys, if you see a clean example V35 or G35, you better act fast. You never know, because the market might just leave you behind. Alright, that would be it for this video. If you like the video, please share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.